Okay, so welcome to the call, everyone. First thing I'd like to know is making sure that you're all aware of the podcast that I've been referring to, raving about, listening to, encouraging you all. And don't be embarrassed if you haven't, but I'd just like you to give me a thumbs up. Raise your hand if you have listened to it. It's the Laurenda Eddy one. So that's Liv has, Xavier, you have, Michelle has, Michelle Cross. Michelle, you haven't got there yet? Anyway, I know Sarah Zammit has. Oh, I think we've lost Sarah. She's gone. She's gone. Maybe she'll come back. All right, you downloaded today. Oh, there you are. Now, Sarah, I know you've listened to it and you raved about it. And you actually gave me my idea that you're going to make it part of your daily method of operation. So normally my little routine is, as most of you know, I sit in bed with my cup of tea and my breakfast, and I do my boxer, and I do my Glamour Nanny page, and I do team page, and all sorts of things. So I've sort of decided, particularly after seeing Sarah's suggestion, I feel so strongly that I want to really try what Laurenda Eddy has done, that I'm actually going to make it a task sitting at my desk and spending a good hour. And in fact, the first month of setting it up and getting myself onto lots of groups, which when we do have a listen to my overview in a minute, you'll understand. So for those of you who haven't listened, it's about a young lady who's only 2.5, she sells cosmetics. She's only 2.5 years into her business. She's got about 2,000 people in her team and 500 frontline. Go figure. Okay, so when someone's really successful, obviously it leaves clues and you want to step up and maybe have a listen and do what they want to do. Just remember, it might not exactly work for our business, but I tell you what, it just so hit with me. I really, really want to give it a try. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you. For those of you who haven't listened, you may get a little lost. And as I said, I did this late this afternoon, listened to it the second time. She's quite a girl. She says she actually suffers from anxiety. She's not really a talker to people. So she uses social media a lot, and she's got a lot of systems in place for training. So first of all, she says that consistency and patience is the key. You need to be doing your posts every day. And for those of you who remembered, wonderful Sam Reed did a call for hunters and gatherers, I think it's about a year ago, and did suggest to us to all get in interest groups and start doing what this girl is doing. And a few of us sort of looked at it and we thought we knew better, and we didn't really do it. I've got my hand up. So now I've certainly gotten the message. So first of all, you have your page, and consistency is the key. You're doing posts every day. And if people like a post, unlike myself, what I've been doing and what a lot of the team have been doing, when someone likes a post, I copy and paste a little note, thank you for liking my new page or a post, or yada, yada, yada. I love to hear other people's stories. If you have any questions, please let me know, etc., etc. So she's saying don't do that. You want people on your page to feel totally comfortable. And don't say, because basically you're spamming by doing that. So she talked about this strategy that blew me away. So the strategy for making new friends and finding new people to reach out to was she's active in a lot of interest groups. Now, a lot of you will freak out when I say how many groups she's in, but she's doing, this is mostly what she is actually doing. So I don't think she's a mum, and I don't think she's got another business or anything. She does this full time. So again, as we were talking about overwhelm, you have to do the amount that suits you. But also, sometimes I say to people, why don't you really push yourself for a couple of years and then you can slow down later on. But here's what she does. She's active in lots of interest groups. So the first thing I've done in my preparation, because it's going to take me a good week, I imagine, to get myself in some of these groups. I got myself a piece of paper before I even look at Facebook, and I've written down A to Z. So I'm going to rack my brain and think of all the things that interest me. Even she said something about a green-eyed group. Well, I've got green eyes, so under G I'll put green-eyed group. It could be anything, but just rack your brain for all sorts of groups and things you're interested in. Art, it could be architecture, it could be archery, it could be all sorts of things. Art, artwork, whatever. And then she says, you talk to lots of people in there. You're liking their posts, you're making helpful comments on it. Like she's even in one that's a little bit to do with housekeeping. So, you know, there's lots of handy hints and she'll go in and do a handy hint. So basically what she's doing, she's just making her presence in there. She's just one of the guys. She's not doing anything for business. She's just one of the guys. Then what she does, she's talking to lots of people in all of these groups. And then every couple of days, I put here twice a week, she sends out friend requests. Now, they're not random requests. She looks at the people who she's been liking posts and making comments with in certain groups, and she has a look at their profile and sees if they fit, like for her, if she thinks they would fit like marketing, makeup, cosmetics and things. We would have a look and see if they're into fitness and health, maybe weight loss, a few things like that. And then she keeps a ledger, a journal. So every now and then when she does this cluster of friend requests, she keeps a ledger, and she might send out friend requests to 6 people today. She'll put it in the ledger with the date that she sent it. The reason why she does that date is that she's going to, for the next 4 or 5 weeks, she's really going to go into those groups and on those friends pages and things and be helpful and comments and just build a rapport with them. What else have I got? 4 or 5 weeks. If they're posting, comment. Just build a relationship with them. No business, just be chatty. Like they might show a picture of their new little puppy and you can put, what a cutie. As simple as that. Just so that the people there, the friends, new friends, are starting to recognize your name. Okay. That person will start to recognize your name. Then in the ledger, after 4 or 5 weeks, you reach out to them, those that you think the ones that you have been friends with for 4 or 5 weeks, you reach out to them and you send a PM to them. Now, it's a really genuine PM in each case. Do not copy and paste, like I said before, that I've been doing when I get likes on my page. It's got to be personal, and don't forget, you're starting to see that person's personality that you friended, because you've really been, without me being terrible, you've been stalking them and checking them out and seeing what they're like. So then she gave a couple of examples. She would say, hi there, I keep seeing you doing posts or making comments about da-da-da-da-da, whatever it is. I wouldn't feel right if I didn't reach out to you and offer you this opportunity. You clearly are into or passionate about da-da-da-da-da. You'd be amazing at what I do. Have you ever thought about working from home? Let me know. So basically, when you guys, if you're interested in this and you listen properly to the podcast, you'll be able to put it into your own words so that you feel with it. And what she points out, that she's not begging them, she's actually gifting them. She doesn't want to court them and dance with them. She's basically offering them something, yes or no. Do they want to, know a little bit more? You can also, we can say something like, I see you're fitting right into health. You'd be brilliant. Halfway there just by being you. So she says things in her PMs just to be straight to the point. Also, when you've done that and sent that PM to them, you'll find that they will then go and find you and start looking at your page and your posts. So it's very important, because you don't want to scare them away. It's very important that your posts are just friendly. They're adding value. You're doing maybe an inspirational quote. You're doing something that's really funny. You might even be sharing a recipe, for goodness sake, or something, but you're not doing anything business, because the last thing you want her to do is get on. She'll only look at your first 4 or 5 posts, and if she sees that it's, you know, someone trying to get into a business, that could stop her from wanting a little bit of curiosity and wanting to know more. Is everyone with me so far? Again, you do need to listen to it. This does not take the place of listening to it. But I was really glad I made this, because I was so excited when I was listening. I couldn't listen and make notes the first time, so now I feel as though I'm a little bit closer to the point. When you're about to send a batch of friend requests, make sure you make the post relatable, just like I said before. Give yourself a chance to make them accept your friend request, because they will have a look and see if they want to accept you. Again, if they see a business, maybe they won't. You just want them to have a foot in the door. Okay. She does say to delete any friends who are negative or controversial, and make sure your follow button is on. Make sure it's really nice and public. She says, in a nutshell, you're not really connecting with people who like your posts. It's on your page. You're more concentrating on those interest groups. And this is totally opposite to what I've been doing. So, you know, watch this space in the next 4 to 6 weeks. That's what I'll be doing, and a lot of us in the team to be doing, and see how we go. I will have a look at the chats in a minute. I'm just going to finish a little bit more, then we'll go through the chats and have a look, see what everyone's saying. Now, don't let this scare you. She's on hundreds of groups, but she's only got about 20 in her favorites. And she doesn't go in any makeup groups, the same as we wouldn't go in any health groups, because possibly in actual health groups, there's probably other network marketers. And you just want to maybe get someone who's into a lot of that sort of, but they're not in a health group, and you just might jag a new best friend forever. Interestingly too, yeah, basically she says you're connecting and engaging and following them, and then you need to reach out and cast a vision. She doesn't, this was gobsmacking, she doesn't connect physically or even on the phone. She suffers a bit from anxiety. She uses Messenger and she sends videos. She's got a really, really good system. Now, we've got a pretty good system too with Road to SDVF, Hunters and Gatherers, and I'm pretty sure Tamara has a work in progress revamping that and improving it, and all sorts of things, and we've got other things as well. She also has a training group that says step by step, simple step. Watch this video, read through the starter guide, go to Road to the SDVF. Now, that actually goes against my grain a little bit, and I'll tell you in a little minute what I would be doing with me. Also, some little tip that I got from her, when you've got a new franchisee, encourage them to do a live feed, opening their starter kit and their brochures and their new product. If they're a bit shy, they don't even have to show their face. They just have to be talking and opening it and showing their excitement. It's almost like doing a little launch. This is when you do get someone. She says to encourage self-sufficiency and duplication, and that's something that for someone who's a really good franchisee, you want someone who can stand on their own 2 feet. Of course, always feel that they can ask, but you don't want to have to spoon feed someone forever. You want them to really listen and learn and lean on you, and then they can go and teach the next one. She said that the biggest mistake she made, this was just more a leadership thing, was spending too much money on gifts and recognition, and a lot of the people, most of the people she's gifted, aren't actually with her and in her team anymore. She did note that recognition is still very important, but it's like verbal recognition or written on Facebook or whatever. It doesn't have to be the dollars. But for my team, don't panic. I'm not stopping Team Builder of the Year. So you don't need to panic on that. Just as well, Lucy's not on the call. She would have fainted by now. So someone's got to step up and give her a run for her money. Okay. There was definitely something else I saw. I think I've just missed a page, because basically if I reached out to someone and they did show signs they wanted some information. There's no way I just would be doing messenger to them and all that, even though, look, I think the day will come when it is very automated like that, but I would then be trying to do face-to-face coffees, Zooms, yeah, telephone, whatever. I would definitely do that. At the end of it, Richard Blissbrook actually asked if she would like a question, because he was killing himself laughing all the way through, because he spent 40 years telling everyone how to do things exactly the opposite. And she's just blown it out of the water how to do it. So we all have to live and learn, we oldies. And she talked about the frustration in finding stars. And what he was trying to point out, she's got those 580 frontline franchisees, about 2,000 people in her team. And he explains to her, well, you were a terrible role model for 12 months. You just didn't do it right. And now, so, you know, you're looking at a lot of your people who've only been in your team for a year. And now these days they are seeing a good role model. So give them time to catch up. And he was saying out of 100 distributors, you've only got really 3 people who will really, really get it. And I think Bron will be shaking her head and agreeing with this. We love everyone. We're grateful for everyone. There's usually only about 3 to 4 in every 100 who really do get it. And he also said, which blows you away, that about 1,000 people, you'll only find an absolute superstar in about 1,000 people. So we've got to get out there and get those people in the team, don't you think? So let me just go and have a look. That was a very, very quick overview, guys. Doesn't take the place of listening to it, as I said. Download day, yep, that's what I started to do. Just done that too every morning on the bus into work, yep. Mel says, before you PM people of groups, check the group rules, so sometimes you aren't allowed to PM them. Well, I wouldn't PM them off the groups. I would actually be making them my friend before I send that PM. So that should cover that, Mel. I wouldn't PM them while they're in the group, definitely not. I have done that, hands up, I've done that. And I've had some good feedback from it actually, but it hasn't really, I haven't had a result. So yeah, basically you're asking them to be your friends, okay? So it's not within the group. Yeah, so Xavier said that, yeah. And Bron's saying that the road to SDVF is going to be improved. It was an awesome question, it really was, because you have to visualize this gorgeous girl sitting at the top, little blonde, 5'1" blonde bombshell, doing all of that stuff, and she's got 2,000 people in her team and 500 people front line. Unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. So for her to understand, she actually didn't understand that. And really, what he was pointing out was that she wasn't a good role model to start, so give people a chance to catch up. And really, what I will always say, I am just as happy to have hundreds of beautiful people who are doing a little bit as I am to have 3 or 4 stars. But I'd like both. That's really nice as well. So I'm hoping that helps everyone. Any questions? Unmute yourself if you'd like to ask a question. Yep, everyone good? So for those of you who haven't listened, it is about an hour and 11 minutes. It's worth every minute of your time. Who's going to listen? Yeah, yeah, beautiful, great. All right, well, I think we'll call it quits. We already have a fairly late call. Thank you for those who aren't in Angels coming on. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you got a little bit of something from it. What I was hoping for my team was those of you who haven't really found the time to listen to it yet, I'm hoping it inspires you to, because it's 65,000 better times than I've just explained. So thanks for being on the call, everyone. Good night. And don't forget, tomorrow night we've got live. I will just do that. Tomorrow night we've got live at Tamara's. The following Tuesday night it will be a Zoom event, but I think she might dovetail into, oh no, she won't dovetail into the guys because we're girls, the guys call. There's a guys call at 7 o'clock and she'll do her call. And then the following week it'll be live again. Okay, and then I can't remember the date of it, but that Gordon Hester Monday night call will be an absolute must. He is the best business guru that you could listen to. It's fantastic. So if you haven't listened to the live on Hunters and Gatherers that Tamara did yesterday on Sunday afternoon, she's got a wealth of information there. She's got what's happening with events, what's happening with Zooms, and upcoming events, all there. So I'm just going to stop the recording.